Once again, tonight's American Canadian Tour Big A Auto Parts 150 is brought to us by the Big A Auto Parts Company, celebrating over 25 years in the automotive parts and accessories business. Big A, the second largest parts distributor in the nation. And a number of the folks from the area Big A Auto Parts stores are on hand with us tonight. So you may very well get a chance to see some of those good folks that you do business with. Big A Auto Parts, continuing a tradition here, started with the AutoWise 100 back in 1974 and has become one of the strong traditions of the Beech Ridge Motor Speedway, and we're sure you're going to like it.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is post time, and we are set to go with our time trial segment of the Big A Auto Parts 150 here tonight at the Beech Ridge Motor Speedway. As now on the Speedway, the current all-time Beech Ridge Motor Speedway track record holder for the American Canadian Tour. Driving the Rowell Insurance Rent-A-Wreck Buick, car number 48. From Tampa, Florida, this is Robbie Crouch. Crouch in the 48, the final man to take time tonight. 15.597, the time to beat for Beaver Dragon. 15.854, lap number 1 for Robbie Crouch, not fast enough. The Tampa Tornado will have to pick it up on lap number 2. Here he comes out of 4. Second lap for Robbie Crouch, 15.358. Robbie Crouch pulls it out of the hat, and he has got the fast time of the day. 15.358 as the Tampa Tornado shaves a full half second off his time from lap number 1. Last time of the evening. 15.358 will earn him the silver flag in time trial here this evening. And ladies and gentlemen, that's just one more example why Robbie Crouch is the all-time track record holder on the American Canadian Tour. How about it, ladies and gentlemen? Let's get the evening off to a rousing start. Applause for your time trial winner, Robbie Crouch, Rowell Insurance. Get the crowd up. And Bruce Elder, as we mentioned, now Robbie Crouch has sent a bit of a message to Junior Henley, Dave Dion, and the rest of the gang back on pit road that he's got the fast car on the racetrack tonight.
Well, absolutely, Dave, and I'm sure, again, not a big surprise to the regulars here at the Beech Ridge Motor Speedway because, as we know, they know, Robbie Crouch likes the Beech Ridge Motor Speedway. We've seen him many times just turn out a tremendous performance, and as you say, he perhaps sent a message early on this evening.
Returning the colors, ladies and gentlemen, out of turn number 4. One more time, your applause for Robbie Crouch, your time trial winner tonight. Shows him the clinch green flag, and next time we go racing. First round qualifier for the American Canadian Tour late models. 12 laps, top 5 to qualify, top 3 to the semi. The American Canadian Tour pace car ducking on to pit road. We are set to go racing. The 74 of Jerry Lesage. John Greedy in the 0. Here they come out of turn 4. Green is out and we're underway. John Greedy off the outside pole as your leader. On the high side, here comes Brad Layton. Right behind him, Herman Beaver Dragon. Layton in the 1X, drifting high. Dragon threads the needle to take the second spot. Brad Layton riding high in the 1X, losing ground on the outside. 3 deep down the back straightaway as Beaver Dragon goes to the number 2 spot. The 74, Jerry Lesage is 3rd. 00, Roger LaPerle as Hanley gets around in turn 4. Junior Hanley facing backwards in turn 3 and 4. The 72 is underway and the field stays green. On the outside, Channell challenge for the number 1 spot. Harmon Beaver Dragon moving in on the 0 of John Greedy. Dragon down the back chute, pulling high into 3. The 74, Jerry Lesage, trying to hold off the 00. Roger LaPerle on the outside. Then the lap car of Junior Hanley. The 43, Don Biederman, and Brad Layton fighting back into it. Dragon on the outside now is your new leader. 75, Harmon Beaver Dragon takes it over as they cross the line to complete lap 5. John Greedy holding on to second. The 00, Roger LaPerle third. Then the lap car of Junior Hanley. Fourth on the outside is Biederman. Right behind is Brad Layton. Layton in the 1X trying to take the final qualified spot as we're halfway done this time. Trouble on the front straightaway as Kevin LePage and Blair Bassett get together. LePage in the 21 spins it and the yellow flag is out. Caution is on the Speedway for Kevin LePage in the 21 machine. Single file down the back chute. Junior Hanley, the 72, going to the outside, trying to get his lap back. He moves around Roger LaPerle. Sets his sights on the John Greedy machine. Next ahead will be Beaver Dragon. Hanley running well, but he is 1 lap behind the field as the hood flies off the 21 of Kevin LePage. LePage shedding fiberglass in that Ford Thunderbird. Hanley gets around, contact with the 0 of John Greedy. Everybody gets away with it. Beaver Dragon in the 75 year leader. The 0, Greedy is second. 00, Roger LaPerle third, then Don Biederman and Brad Layton the final qualifier. Keep an eye on the 85 machine. Pete Rondo now beginning to move. Rondo in the 85, looking low on Brad Layton. Only 5 will qualify. Layton is the man on the bubble. Laps winding down. We've got 2 to go this time for Harmon Beaver Dragon. The lap car of Junior Hanley right on his back bumper. John Greedy in the 0 second, followed by LaPerle, Biederman, and Brad Layton now to the outside. The 1X Layton trying to take over the number 4 spot as the white flag comes out. 1 lap remaining. The challenge for second, third, and fourth. Brad Layton on the outside of Don Biederman on the back chute. Final time through 3 and 4. Checkered flag is out. Heat number 1 to Harmon Beaver Dragon. John Greedy is second. Roger LaPerle, Don Biederman, and Brad Layton, the 5 qualifiers. And ladies and gentlemen, your winner in heat number 1, the Mackenzie meet. Harrison Ready Mix, Pontiac Harmon Beaver Dragon in car number 75. On the point in the 37. 2-time winner in 1991 here at the Beech Ridge Motor Speedway. Demolished that automobile last Saturday night. They have rebuilt that machine from the firewall forward. Let's see what he can do out of turn 4. Field is set to go. 5 to qualify as we go green, and the 82 spins the length of the front chute. Sylvain Metivier all the way around in the Chevrolet Lumina refires and will stay under green. 37 Harrison. The 36 machine of Paul Johnson going at it. Right behind Joe Bowser in the 23, then Glenn Cusack and Jimmy Burns. As the Beech Ridge regulars come to the front here in heat number 2. Harrison on the point, Johnson on the outside, Bowser down low looking for room in the 23 machine. Johnson slipping back on the outside. Here comes Joe Bowser, the 23 going for second now. Bowser with 2 feature wins this year at Beech Ridge. Johnson with 3, Harrison with 2, and right behind is Glenn Cusack in the 2. The man on the hot seat, the number 10 of Jimmy Burns, as he holds the final qualified spot. Right behind the 44, Jeff Stevens, Dale Shaw in the 23. Side-by-side action for second, third, and fourth. It's Joe Bowser moving up now. The 23, Bowser, takes over second. Right behind Glenn Cusack in the 2. Side-by-side action all the way around the track. Johnson cannot hang on to the outside lane as now Cusack goes to the inside. 6 laps down, 6 remaining as Bobby Harrison now begins to run away with it. Harrison in the 37, out in front and pulling away. The 23, Bowser is second, still door-to-door for third. Cusack in the 2, the 36 of Johnson. Then Jimmy Burns and Dale Shaw now getting into it. Dale Shaw on the outside, the 23, trying to steal the final spot away. Top 5 to qualify, top 3 to the semi as Glenn Cusack now has the third spot. Cusack now looking to the outside of Joe Bowser. He wants the number 2 spot on the back straightaway. Johnson trying to fight his way back into the low groove. Cusack shuts him down in 3. Great racing at the front of the pack as here comes Dale Shaw to the outside. Shaw in the 23 trying to overtake Jimmy Burns for the final spot. 2 laps to go this time. 2 to go and Bobby Harrison is all by himself in the 37. Joe Bowser holding on to second. Glenn Cusack is third. Then the 36 of Johnson and Jim Burns in the 10. White flag is out with 1 remaining. Keep an eye on the 23. Dale Shaw. He needs 1 spot to qualify as they hit the back straightaway. Final time at 3 and 4. Checkered flag coming out. An easy win for Bobby Harrison. Joe Bowser is second, Glenn Cusack. Paul Johnson and Jimmy Burns, the final qualifier in car number 10. A dominating performance in Heat 2 by the Beech Ridge Motor Speedway regulars. And ladies and gentlemen, a dominating performance in Heat number 2, the main linoleum Chevrolet. Bobby Harrison in the 37, your winner. And that is a great piece of work by that team. As 1 week ago, that car was literally torn in half here at the Beech Ridge Motor Speedway. They cut the car off at the firewall and rebuilt everything from the driver's feet forward. And they have done yeoman work here tonight as he is back in victory lane. How about it, ladies and gentlemen? Car number 37 from Freeport, Maine, Bob Harrison, your heat number 2 winner. Pace car is set, we're ready to go. Top 5 to qualify, top 3 to the semi. 12 laps in heat number 3 as they come down for green. Steve Knowlton away with it. Look out, Ron Benjamin into the infield. Benjamin all the way around in a cloud of dust on the back straightaway, attempting to refire the 17 machine. 3 cars shuffle for the number 1 spot on the back straightaway. 24, Steve Knowlton. 33, Mike Johnson. And here comes Dave Dion. Dynamite Dave Dion down low on the back straightaway. Has the nose out in front for second. Mike Johnson trying to hang on to the high groove in the 3rd spot. Johnson now battling back, going for the lead. Steve Knowlton trying to hold off the Army as Dion and Johnson race side by side on the back chute. Phil Pinkham a solid 4th in the 07, 5th and final qualifier. Now the 15 of Derek Lynch. Steve Knowlton holds the lead. Dion and Johnson remain side by side. 1 more time around. Across the line, 5 laps in the book, and now Dion has got the number 2 spot. Keep an eye on the Berlin City Ford as he looks for some racetrack on the back straightaway. 24, Knowlton. 29, Dion, and Johnson will not give it up on the high side. Dion down low for the lead, can't find room. Dave Dion in the box on the back straightaway as Johnson battles back again. A great ride by Mike Johnson, and the 33 will not give it up on the outside lane. Mike Johnson rim rides it to the top of 2. Takes a center now at the leader. Johnson pulling up on the back straightaway. Mike Johnson on the outside. machine. Mayetta trying to qualify. 2 laps remaining. 2 remaining, and Knowlton and Johnson remain nose to nose at the front. Down the back chute, Knowlton by half a car length the leader. Johnson hanging on to the outside in second. Dave Dion looking for room in the third spot. White flag is out now. Final time down the back chute. 3-man shootout for the checkered flag. The 24 of Knowlton, 33 Johnson, 29 Dion. Here they come out of 4 down to the line. It's Steve Knowlton, your winner. Mike Johnson is second. Dave Dion, Derek Lynch, and Phil Pinkham as Johnson flies over the top and takes it right down pit road. Mike Johnson with a tremendous drive to the number 2 spot. Dave Dion settles for third in the 29. And ladies and gentlemen, how about it for your winner, the 24, Steve Knowlton. Fantastic racing all the way through the field. Phil Pinkham qualifies. Bill Griffin's car number 07 in the number 5 position. The 15 of Derek Lynch comes home in 4th. Dion in the 29 is 3rd. Johnson in the 33 is 2nd. And one more time, ladies and gentlemen, how about it for a tremendous ride to the checkered flag? Car number 24, Steve Knowlton, your winner. Pace car will come in turn 3. We're ready for action. Danny Knoll and Bobby Coburn in row 1. Dave St. Clair and Dick Belisle in 2. Jim Brown on the inside of row 3. And the 09 of Robbie Thompson right behind him. Here they come out of 4. Looking for a green flag start. They've got it, and heat 4 is underway. Danny Knoll Jr., the rookie, on the back straightaway is your leader. Bobby Coburn holding on to the high groove in 2nd. Dave St. Clair 3rd, and here comes Randy McDonald. McDonald fights his way through the 0-1 to take 4th. Buzzy Bazanson bumped from behind, goes high in the 66 and goes all the way to the back of the field. The 09, Robbie Thompson riding low on Dick Belisle. Thompson taking over the number 5 spot. Randy McDonald, the 0-1, going to the outside of Dave St. Clair. Final spot of the semi-feature is on the line. Give it to the Golden Boy. McDonald at the start-finish line has the 3rd spot. Randy McDonald, look out, trouble in turn 2. Donald Teach goes around in the 80. Buzzy Bazanson involved in it. Both cars are back on course and we stay green. The leader loops it as we've got fluid on the racetrack. Yellow flag is out as we apparently have got some fluid on the Speedway in turn 2. And the front runners, Danny Knoll and Bobby Coburn, apparently got into some fluid. Pace car is out. Knoll and Coburn will get their spots back as the yellow flag flew for the fluid on the racetrack. All right, the track crews have just about finished their work now around the Speedway. Field is set, the pace car is in, and we're ready to go back racing with 4 laps complete. Meet remaining. Green is out of their way. Jr. once again away with the lead in the number 6. Bobby Coburn 2nd, Randy McDonald 3rd, challenge on the inside for 4th. The 09 Robbie Thompson moving up. Thompson picks up 4th, right behind is Dick Belisle as Dave St. Clair now fighting for his life on the outside. Only 5 will qualify. St. Clair trying to hang on to the final spot as he holds off Dick Belisle. Halfway done, 6 laps remaining, and Randy McDonald comes to the outside for 2nd place. Bobby Coburn, the 54, trying to hold off McDonald. Here's Robbie Thompson down low, looking for 3rd place now. 3-car battle as McDonald goes way high. Thompson is underneath for 3rd. St. Clair gets 4th, and now Randy McDonald is the man on the hot seat. McDonald in the 0-1 in the 5th and final spot, right behind the 48 of Robbie Crouch. Crouch, the defending ACT champion, is out of a qualifying position. He needs 1 more spot to make the main event. Dave St. Clair down low in the 14. Randy McDonald up high. The 0-1 has 4th. And St. Clair now is the man in danger. Right behind the 48 of Robbie Crouch, looking for room to work. St. Clair back to the inside on McDonald. go this time as Danny Knoll beginning to pull away now in car number 6. Coburn is second, Thompson third, McDonald, St. Clair, and here comes Robbie Crouch. With 2 laps remaining, Crouch on the outside looking for the final transfer spot. Crouch now with a nose up in turn 3. White flag is out, down to the line, Crouch on the outside. 5 cars transfer, Dave St. Clair trying to hold off the Tampa Tornado. Crouch down the back chute, has the foot up for it now. Checkers are out, Danny Knoll Jr. is your winner. Coburn second, Thompson, McDonald, and a photo finish at the line. The word from scoring, a photo finish between the 14 St. Clair, the 48 Robbie Crouch. They'll examine the videotape and make the ruling on the final transfer in heat number 4. So we'll put a hold on the number 4 qualifier, or the number 5 qualifier rather. It'll either be the 14 of St. Clair or the 48 of Crouch. In the 4th spot, the 01 Randy McDonald. Robbie Thompson, the 09, is third. 54, Bobby Coburn, second. And ladies and gentlemen, a strong run in heat number 4 for the youngster from Buffalo, New York. The Mobile 1, Caribou Collision, Chevrolet, Danny Knoll Jr., car number 6, your heat 4 winner.
Ready for green at turn 4. Green is up. 3 abreast down across the line, and 3 abreast into turn 1. The 43 on the point. Scott Connor shows the way on the backstretch. 3 abreast racing continues on the backstretch. Pat Pearson way up high. And now across in front of traffic out of turn 3. Unable to keep the car going, and we are under caution. All clear from flagman Eddie Walsh as the drivers stage on the backstretch. Pace car onto the infield pit road. Flagman Eddie Walsh points to turn 4. Asks the drivers to hold it even. Green is out. The number 22 of Bob Barrage grabs the lead out of turns 1 and 2. He's followed by the 118 of Jeff Charland. Coming strong on the backstretch is the 87 of Bob Collette, but Collette goes way high, trying to fill the inside groove now, the 43 of Scott Connor. Bob Barrage continues at the point, but Scott Connor in the number 43 now works his way out and around the 22, back into the lead. Scott Connor, and now 3 abreast racing once again shaping up out of turn 2. The 22 being challenged on the outside now. And we have a spin once again between turns 3 and 4. And the cars scatter out over the top of turn 2. The 118 unable to refire the car. Now gets the car back underway. Still have cars off the top of turn 4. That will require the caution flag once again. And the 66 of Phil Furnett gets the car underway, but we still have another car sitting off the top of turn 4. Looks like the 32 of Guy Poulin. He finally gets the car refired. All clear from flagman Eddie Walsh as the cars work the backstretch. On the pole, the 43 of Scott Connor. To his outside, the 48 of Steve Holbrook will bring the cars down. Flagman points to turn 4. Green is out. Scott Connor back into a quick lead, but here comes Jim Culprit diving to the inside, trying to take over positions. And the 99 of Culprit up into second position. car length lead over the 99 of Jim Colbert. It's the top two trying to put some distance on the rest of the pack. Third place still in the hands of Steve Holbrook. A lot of pressure from Alan Burraby in the number 50. They'll be coming up on the halfway point this time by. Gene Terrio gets hung on the outside, the number 41, and that will cause him to lose a lot of ground. Three-way battle shaping up for third place. Steve Holbrook, Alan Burraby, and the 65 of Danny Arnold. Arnold working the outside now, draws it even with Holbrook, puts a fender ahead coming into turn 4, goes way wide now. Holbrook still hanging on to the third place position. Danny Arnold trying to draw it even once again out of turn 2 on the backstretch. He does. Side by side battle, caution on the field. Caution flag for the number 87 of Bob Collette. Off over the top of turns 3 and 4, unable to refire the car. All clear once again from atop the flag stand. And we should be ready to go back to green at turn 4. Pace car makes its way onto the infield pit road. Scott Connor and Jim Colbert bring it down. Slow start out of turn 4. Now green flies. Connor back at the point in the number 43. Jim Colbert trying to work himself back into the second place position. Steve Holbrook comes up to draw it even for second once again. Flagman indicates just 5 to go next time by. And once again, Scott Connor begins to work himself out into a comfortable lead. Spin by the number 22, Bob Barosh. Barosh gets the car back underway. Second place now back over to the 48 of Steve Holbrook. Cars tangle in turn 1. Spin by the 50 of Burraby. Burraby collected by the 67. Give you a report on the driver involved there, Alan Burraby in the number 50. Flagman Eddie Walsh asks the drivers to close it up, tighten the lineup, and be ready for green at turn 4. Strong performance by the number 43 of Scott Connor. Connor once again with Steve Holbrook in number 48 back in the second position to his outside. Jim Colbert Jr. to his rear bumper at turn 4. Green is out. This time, Holbrook with the advantage from the outside. Connor will battle back on the inside, retake the lead out of turn 2 down the backstretch. Spin by the 29, David Wiles. He gets the car back underway. White flag in the air. Scott Connor back at the point. A lot of pressure from Steve Holbrook. Checkered flag out. Scott Connor claims his first feature event of the 1991 season, followed by the 48, Steve Holbrook, the 99, Jim Colbert, the 65, Danny Arnold. number 43, driven by Scott Connor. Strong run also by Steve Holbrook in the 48, along with Jim Culpert Jr. in the number 99.
All right, it's semi-feature time on the American Canadian Tour, and we have got a tremendous field ready to roll in this one. In the main event tonight, semi-feature winner starts on the pole for the Big A Auto Parts 150. Second place finisher will start second, third will start third, all the way back through the front 6 rows of the main event. John Greedy and Danny Knoll Jr. will bring them down to the line. Here they come on a turn 4. Green is out, and the semi-feature is underway. On the outside, Danny Knoll, half a fender up in the number 6 with the lead on the Beech. John Greedy down low in the 0, trying to hold on. Greedy now back out on top. Side by side racing all the way back through this field. The 2 rookies going at it tooth and nail. Greedy in the 0, the 6 of Danny Knoll. Then Robbie Thompson and Roger LaPerle. Thompson to the inside, and then 3 wide in turn 3. 3 wide out of 3. Thompson in the 09 has second. Beaver Dragon follows him through for the number 3 spot as the 75 is on the move. Right behind the 37 Bob Harrison. Tremendous action at the front of the pack as Danny Knoll shows the way in car number 6. The 09 Robbie Thompson is second. Then Harmon Beaver Dragon in the 75. The 37 of Bob Harrison. Then John Greedy in the 0. Danny Knoll Jr., the rookie from Buffalo, New York, looking to earn himself the pole for the Big A Auto Parts 150. Knoll at the front of the field by 2 car lengths, your leader. Robbie Thompson is second. Beaver Dragon third. Bobby Harrison then side by side. Here comes Roger LaPerle. LaPerle in the 00. John Greedy in the 0. LaPerle on the outside has the number 5 spot. Greedy now drop kick back to the 6th position. Then the 24 of Steve Knowlton. Mike Johnson in the 33. Then Joe Bowser, Glenn Cusack, Dave Dion, and Bobby Coburn. Dion in the 29, trapped at the back of the field as the traffic is too wide all the way up. 4-car break at the front of the pack, and Danny Knoll once again begins to pull away with it. Knoll in the number 6 having his best run of the 1991 season. Down to the line, we're halfway done in the semi-feature. Danny Knoll in the Mobil 1 Chevrolet on top. Robbie Thompson is second. Beaver Dragon is third. Then Bobby Harrison and Roger LaPerle side by side. The 0 of Greedy, 24, Steve Knowlton. Knowlton on the outside has it now. Right behind him, Joe Bowser. Then Dave Dion as the outside line begins to work. Steve Knowlton on the high side puts the Carlton Roby machine into the number 6 spot. Knowlton battling back. John Greedy down low on the 0. The 32 Joe Bowser. 33 Mike Johnson. Then Cusack, Dion, and Bobby Coburn. Laps are winding down for the youngster from Buffalo, New York. Danny Knoll having a tremendous run at the front tonight. Keep an eye on the 37 machine. Bobby Harrison going to work on the back bumper of Beaver Dragon. 2 laps remaining. 2 to go now for Danny Knoll. Thompson comfortably in the 2nd spot. Then Dragon and Harrison beginning to go to work. Roger LaPerle is 5th. 6th is the 0 of John Greedy. Then Steve Knowlton and Mike Johnson. White flag is out with 1 lap remaining. Final time down the back straightaway. Danny Knoll Jr. walking away with the semi-feature. Pole position in the main event goes to Danny Knoll in the number 6. Robbie Thompson is second. Beaver Dragon, Bob Harrison, Roger LaPerle in 5th, and here comes the herd out of turn number 4. John Greedy by a nose gets it. But at the front of the field, the youngster from Buffalo, New York has it all his way. Ladies and gentlemen, this freshman driver is going to run for the Triple Crown tonight. He won his heat, now he's got the semi-feature. Main event, pole sitter will be the Mobil 1 Chevrolet from Buffalo, New York, Danny Noel Jr. in car number 6. What a great night for the good-looking youngster from Buffalo, New York. By far his best performance of the season on the American-Canadian Tour. As Noel now has dominated his heat and the semi-feature. And this young man may be a tough customer off the inside of row number 1 tonight. 5th to the 00 of La Pearl. Bobby Harrison, the 37, is 4th. Beaver Dragon, 3rd. 4th to the 09 of Robbie Thompson. And one more time, ladies and gentlemen, how about it for the rookie? Danny Noel Jr. will be your pole sitter tonight in the Big A Auto Parts 150. 12 laps in Concy round number 1 for the ACT Late Models. Pace car is coming in turn 3. Pete Rondo and Jean-Paul Cabana, Don Forte and Mike Mayetta as they lead him down at a 4. Green flag is out of their way. 85 Rondo on the inside by half a car length, leads on the back chute. The 5A of Cabana on the high groove is 2nd. Then the 42 Don Forte, 21 Kevin LePage, the final qualifier. LePage in the 21. Now will try and hold on to the 4th and final transfer spot. Right behind the 10 of Ralph Nason and Mike Mayetta coming up the outside. Mayetta on the move in the 18 machine. Ralph Nason takes over the 5th position right behind Bill Zardo Sr. The Z-Man in car number 46 now to the inside looking for the number 6 position. Junior Hanley has fought his way up to the number 9 spot as he looks to the inside of Bill Zardo Jr. Can't get him on the back straightaway. Only 4 cars will qualify. Hanley gets into the back end of the 40 machine. Junior Hanley showing some impatience now as he is in danger of not qualifying. Kevin LePage on the inside. The 21 takes over 3rd. Don Forte in the 42 now is back to the number 4 spot. He is the final qualifier as we're halfway done this time. 6 down, 6 remaining in Concy round number 1. 1 car spinning in turn 1. It's the 65 of Blair Bassett. Yellow flag comes out. Field is set for a start. Out of turn 4, green is out of their way. Hanley immediately down to the inside of Mike Mayetta. Junior Hanley going for 7th on the back chute, puts the nose out in front. He's got the spot. 6 down, 6 to go as the halfway flags are up. Pete Rondo, Jean-Paul Cabana, Kevin LePage, and Don Forte. The 42 is your final qualified car. Then Ralph Nason, Bill Zardo Sr. and Junior Hanley. Keep an eye on the 72. Hanley looking to the outside as they hit turn number 1. Junior Hanley, the point leader, still 3 spots out of the money. As the field comes down to complete another lap, Rondo, Cabana, LePage, and Forte. Three of the ACT's top veterans, Ralph Nason, Bill Zardo Sr., Junior Hanley, in danger of not making the main event tonight. All 3 among the top 15 in the point standings, and the laps are winding down. 2 laps to go now for Pete Rondo. Cabana, LePage, and Forte, the qualifiers. Ralph Nason, a good 6 car lengths back and losing ground to the lead draft now. Bill Zardo Sr. in the number 6 spot, then Hanley, who can do no better than 7th right now with 1 lap remaining. Final time down the back straightaway as Pete Rondo looks to bring it home. Checkered flag coming out, give it to Rondo in the 85. Cabana 2nd, LePage 3rd, Donald Forte. Then Ralph Nason and Junior Hanley, but they come up short. So Junior Hanley, the point leader, Ralph Nason, the number 7 driver. Conti round number 1. Ladies and gentlemen, how about it for your winner, the Pete's Hardware Chevrolet Pete Rondo. Once again, we have some top ACT point runners in the back of the field. Dan Beatty and Claude LeClaire, both among the top 11. And now they're going to have to try and fight their way out. Here they come out of 4. Conci round number 2 under the green flag. Dale Shaw away with the lead. Buzzy Bazanson slides it down into the low groove second. The 44, Jeff Stevens is third. Then the 91, Bobby Randall. Randall, the final qualified car as they put lap number 1 in the book. Bobby Randall in the 91. The 34 of Bob Libby. Then Dick Belisle in the 35. Only 4 will qualify. Randall, the man on the point. At the front of the field. Dale Shaw in the 23, the 66, Buzzy Bazanson. Then 2 car lengths back to Jeff Stevens in the 44, the 91, Randall drifting high in turn 3. Here comes Bob Libby to the inside. Libby can't find room to race on the front straightaway, but again, Randall pushing high in the corners. He has got a handful of race car right now as he tries to hang on to the 4th spot. Again, Randall pushing high. Keep an eye on the 34 of Bob Libby as he looks to move underneath Randall as we're halfway done this time. 6 down, 6 to go. Shaw and Bazanson beginning to pull away. Bobby Randall looking to the high side of Jeff Stevens. Randall trying to hold on to that 4th and final qualified spot. Stevens in the 44 showing in 3rd. And the 34 of Bob Libby, 35 Dick Belisle. Randall now on the outside wants a piece of the 3rd spot. Stevens on the inside, Randall on the outside. The 2 Beech Ridge veterans going at it nose to nose for 3rd. Bobby Randall with a burst of horsepower on the back chute. Takes a look to the outside. The battle for the number 3 position. Stevens in the 44 trying to hold it off. Can't do it at the line. Side-by-side action. One more time. Trouble on the back chute. Bob Libby spins it around into the infield. Libby gets tagged from behind and loops it into the infield with 2 laps remaining. 2 laps to go as Shaw and Bazanson set sail at the front. Bobby Randall continues the challenge on the outside of Jeff Stevens. White flag is out. 1 lap remaining. 1 lap to go for Dale Shaw in the 23. Bazanson is second. Stevens and Randall nose to nose. Top 4 to qualify. Checkers are out. It's Dale Shaw, your winner. Bazanson second, and I believe it was Stevens at the line by a nose.
Looking for green at turn 4. Green is up. Dave Langless with a dive into turn 1 takes over the point from the outside of the front row. Battle now side by side for the 3rd place position. Don Tapley to the inside. Has a strong challenge from Larry Reno in the number 7. Larry Reno filling in for son Steve. Tangle on the backstretch as they race 3 abreast down to turn 3 and somehow carry it off. The 96 over the top of turn 3. John Makeover keeps the car underway. We stay green. Side-by-side battle for 2nd. Don Tapley now puts the fender ahead as they race the backstretch to turn 3. Don Tapley from the outside trying to make that 2nd position his own, and he does. 3rd place, the 58 of Paul Holstrom. Al Meserve now up to challenge. They go 3 wide again out of turn 2 on the backstretch. Al Meserve trying to mount a challenge for third, and he does. Takes over the third place position as they race to turn 1. Dave Langlis, the rookie in the number 93, with an impressive run, putting distance on the rest of the field. Langlis about a half straightaway lead over Don Tapley. Then on the move, Kurt Beam, another rookie in the number 42. Beam taking over the 4th place position as they race to turn 3. Smoke appearing from the back of the number 42. Weber up over the top of turns 3 and 4 in the number 79. Keeps the car underway. Tangle in turns 1 and 2. Looks like the 49 of Ron Smith. The 60 of Lloyd Washburn. Stay green. Continues to be Dave Langlis with a comfortable lead over Don Tapley in the 15. Al Meserve closing in on Tapley now to make a challenge for that 3rd place position. And the top 3 have put a lot of distance on the rest of the field. 4th place in the hands of the number 58 of Paul Holstrom. Then comes Larry Reno in the number 7, rounding out the top 5. Gary Clough on the move now as he is trying to get up and challenge, work his way into the top 5. Works to the outside of Larry Reno in the number 7. Trying to take over that 5th place position. He's followed by Danny Arnold in the 25. Kevin Buck rather in the 25. Problems on the number 19 as Phil Weeks gets the car back underway. The 112 of Al Meserve headed to pit road. Tough break for Meserve in the 112 as he was in that top 5 contention. Dave Langlis and Don Tapley just running away from the rest of the field. Gary Clough now up into 3rd place, but he is more than a straightaway behind the top 2. And Clough begins to put distance on the rest of the pack. Kevin Buck up to 4th. And the battle is for 5th. Gordon Nelson taking over 5th as he works to the outside of the 58 of Paul Holstrom. Tangle once again into turn 1 area. Rick Furnett tangles with another car, ends up to the inside of turn 2. That will bring out the caution flag. Caution did come out with bumpers laying on the speedway. 13 laps down. Thus far, an impressive run by the rookie Dave Langlis in the number 93. But gone is his comfortable lead, and he will have to square off in an even start with Gary Clough to his outside in 0. Green is out. Out of turn 4. Langlis across the stripe puts a fender ahead. Kevin Buck on the move as he tries to draw a challenge beneath the 0 of Gary Clough. Can't quite do it. Will try again into turns 3 to turn 4. Kevin Buck on the move in the number 25. Comes up to take over that 2nd place position, and he brings with him Dennis Quinn in the 06. Quinn now going at it wheel to wheel with Gary Clough, and the battle is for 3rd. Gordon Nelson up to claim the 5th place position. Dave Langlis, a lot of pressure from Kevin Buck in the number 25, and the side-by-side battle continues for the third place position. Dennis Quinn to the inside, Gary Clough to the outside. Tangle in turn 3, car up into the infield and a lot of dust. All the cars apparently able to drive away. 2 cars off over the top of turn 4. The 83 of Don Witt, the 96 of John Maycomb, and the 15 of Don Tapley. Tapley has to take the 15 on the pit road. Donnie Witt headed to pit road. Meanwhile, back up front, it continues to be Dave Langlis with a lot of pressure from Kevin Buck. Outstanding run by the rookie Dave Langlis as he comes back from a crash last Saturday night. Has put the car at the point and kept it there. Gary Clough continues to work the outside groove. Now in a battle for 4th with Gordon Nelson. Billy Thompson up to challenge for that 4th and 5th place position. Pee Wee Knight and Mike Field also join the front group along with Jeff Morgan and Dwight Shepard. Ten cars now in that front contingent. And trying to battle up and join that group, point leader Dave Fecto has worked himself up to position. Tangle into turn 1. Gary Clough. Something evidently going wrong with the car. Gets the car around into the 111 of Pee Wee Knight. And that will undoubtedly require the caution flag. Caution flag out. Pee Wee Knight now able to drive the 111 away. All clear from atop the flag stand and flagman Eddie Walsh. Points to turn 4, asks the drivers to pick it up just a little bit. Green flies at turn 4. This time, Kevin Buck with the advantage. He puts a fender ahead across the stripe. Dave Langlis will fight back on the inside, draws it even at turn 2, and takes over the lead once again on the backstretch. Dennis Quinn in to challenge for the 2nd place position. Goes wheel to wheel with Kevin Buck now. Here comes Billy Thompson and Mike Field. They're going at it side by side. 3 wide on the backstretch. Dwight Shepard, Billy Thompson, Kevin Buck went 3 wide. Here comes Tim Cher. Dave Fecto gets bumped right out over the top of the Speedway. Does a nice job of holding the car, but with it he loses a lot of ground. Tangle on the backstretch once again. The 70 of Jeff Morgan hooked together with another car. Caution flag comes out. These 2 cars are hooked together into turn 3. The 74 of Gary Adams became hooked together. Word from the safety man is that the drivers are okay, but the cars are hooked together. And that brings us back to a caution with 24 laps recorded on the leaderboard. And the lead still in the hands of The young rookie Dave Langless behind the wheel of the number 93 with perhaps his finest run of the 1991 season, and right on the heels of what might have been his most disappointing week last Saturday night. Back onto the Speedway, Jeff Morgan. After that tangle over in turn 3, the crew was able to get the number 70 back into shape. Green is out. Dave Langless once again at the point. All kinds of pressure from Mike Field and Dennis Quinn. Problems on the 34 of Dwight Shepard as he is forced to take the car on a pit road. Side-by-side battle for that second position. Mike Field on the inside, Dennis Quinn to the outside. Billy Thompson looking for racing room as he is momentarily boxed in. Then comes the 37 of Larry Gelinas and the 25 of Kevin Buck. Kevin Gelinas, runner-up in the point standings. Up now, knocking on the door of that top contingent as he works to the outside of the 25, looks to the outside of the 06. Whiteman indicates just 2 to go next time by. Dave Langless continues at the point with about a car and a half to 2 car length lead over Mike Field. We'll see 2 to go this time by. Mike Field closes it up. Dennis Quinn. Here comes Billy Thompson on the outside. Larry Gelinas also in that outside groove, trying to make a final rush to the front. 1 lap in which to do it. The battle right now is for 4th. Larry Gelinas to the inside, Billy Thompson to the outside. Checkered flag in the air. Rookie Dave Langless, followed by Mike Field. Then comes the 06 of Dennis Quinn, the 6 of Billy Thompson, and the 37 of Larry Gelinas. Outstanding limited sportsman competition. The young rookie in the number 93, grabbing his first ever limited sportsman main event, will coast down to collect the colors from flagman Eddie Walsh. Will make his parade lap, then be back in victory lane for the very first time. Youngster out of Shafton, Maine, a Chevrolet Camaro. Car is sponsored by Commander's Auto Body along with Fogg's Auto. We'll return the colors now to flagman Eddie Walsh. We'll have an opportunity to hear from the young rookie.
You've welcomed him already. Let him hear it again, ladies and gentlemen. First ever win. Dave Langless, the sweat is pouring off you, and I don't blame you a bit. You had your hands full tonight. Congratulations on your inaugural victory.
I'd just like to say thanks to my uncle and my aunt, Danny Palmer, and my mother and father, and my crew, and my sponsors. We wrecked the car last week, and we busted butt all week long, and they really, a lot of a sport. Whoop.
You've had worse.
I'd like to thank my crew, Troy, Sean, and Tony, Rich, and a bunch of other guys, Jonesy, and they all really did a lot of a sport.
You're a rookie, Dave, in the limited sportsman division, and we have to commend you on doing an excellent job. It's nice to see a rookie come into this division and win like you have tonight. You had to be wondering on sometimes with some of the restarts if you're ever going to get through this 30-lap race.
Yeah, I was hoping. I had a lot of competition behind me, a lot of good runners, and I've learned a lot from them, and they really treated me good. They really treat me good out here.
Well, you tell us you banged the car up a little bit last weekend, but you also had some work to get done on yourself.
Yeah, we worked about 5 o'clock in the morning, and geez, we I went to the hospital there for a little while, and once we got back up, and I was ready to move, I was ready to go, and the guy said, let's work on the car, so let's go.
And what Dave hasn't told you is that he had 5 stitches put in his chin from an accident last week here at the racetrack and has come out and put the helmet back on, and this is what the spoils of victory bring. Jim Hess from Big A Auto Parts, Dave, has a trophy that will always be very special in your home. Jim?
We enjoyed your racing very much. You're doing a great job. I'm sure your fans enjoy it. And on behalf of Big A Auto Parts, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, once again, a nice round for Dave Langlis.
G-Star John Hulbert with the clinch green in hand. Next time by Will Go Racing. 25 laps the distance. Final opportunity to qualify for tonight's Big A Auto Parts 150 here at the Beech Motor Speedway. The 34 of Bob Libby, who ran among the top 5 or 6 all day long. The last time the ACT came to Beech Ridge, he's also in the back. And we're set for a green. Here they come out of 4. Green is out and they're racing. Bill Zardo sideways at the start-finish line. Hangs onto the 46. The Z-Man coming back to the outside. Dick Belisle down low. Side by side for first and second. Zardo slips backwards. Here comes Gary Johnson on the inside. Johnson in the 53, the 11 of Claude Leclerc beginning to move on the low groove as the Z-Man is hung out on the outside. Zardo in danger of dropping back out of the qualifying spot. A 46 machine again is sideways out of 4. Bill Zardo manhandling that Chevrolet Lumina again sideways on the back chute. Johnson and Leclerc get underneath. And Zardo is out of the qualifying spot. Mike Manna down low looking to take over 4th. We've got a yellow flag. They've got a car off course on the back straightaway down on the inside out of the line of sight right now, but the yellow flag is out. Pace car is coming in on the back straightaway. Dick Belisle and Bill Zardo. Gary Johnson and Claude Leclerc. Mike Manna and Jimmy Brown. This will be a no start as Zardo is off and running way early. Take 1 is out. Bill Zardo Sr. hoping to get the big jump and catch a lucky green flag. It did not happen that time. As the inside pole sitter has the option to set the pace, and that's Dick Belisle in the 35. They'll try it again. Belisle on the inside, Zardo on the outside, then Gary Johnson and Claude Leclerc. This time they're looking better, and the green flag is out. Once again, Belisle down low, half a car length out in front as they race the back straightaway. Belisle has the lead. Gary Johnson fights his way inside for second, and again Zardo going backwards. Mike Manna down low has the number 3 position. Manna with some great moves in traffic now takes over 3rd. Zardo all the way back to 4th. In 5th, the 47 of Jim Brown, then Sylvain Metivier and Claude Leclerc. Leclerc in the 11th. The number 11 driver at ACT points. He is losing ground and heading for the back now. Dick Belisle on the point in car number 35. Then Gary Johnson, Mike Manna, and Bill Zardo Sr. 3 car lengths back to the Jim Brown automobile, and Sylvain Metivier and Claude Leclerc. The 46 of Zardo is now the man on the hot seat as he holds on to the final transfer position. Top 4 cars begin to pull away from the field now. Belisle, Johnson, Manna, and Zardo. Down to the inside, Sylvain Metivier making a move on Jimmy Brown. Dumping each other, they're sideways in 2. Gathering it up, everybody continues. Nice bit of driving by the 82 and the 47, and here's Claude Leclerc taking advantage of both drivers to move up. Leclerc now is back up to the number 5 position. Right behind him, Donald Teeds, then Jim Brown and Blair Bassett. Challenge on the inside for 3rd. Bill Zardo Sr. trying to overtake Mike Manna as they lean on each other in 4. The 2 qualified drivers rolling the dice here as they nearly got together. Zardo goes to 3rd. Manna now the final qualifier in the 18 machine. Then a long gap back to Claude Leclerc in the 11. Leclerc in the Auto Pro Chevrolet needs to catch a caution flag to have any hope of qualifying here in the B feature. Dick Belisle at the front. Right behind him, Gary Johnson, then Bill Zardo and Mike Maeta. Those four cars have the qualified positions wrapped up if they can keep their cars on course. 11 laps complete, 14 remaining, as Dick Belisle continues to set the pace at the front. Halfway done this time for Dick Belisle in the BMJ Enterprises Chevrolet. Belisle has led all the way. Gary Johnson now 2 car lengths back in second. Then the 46 of Bill Zardo, the 18 of Mike Maeta, as those top 4 cars have settled into their spots and look to wind the laps down and get themselves qualified for the Big A Auto Parts 150. Claude Leclerc still a half straightaway behind in car number 11. He needs a caution flag as we've got 10 laps to go now. 10 remaining in the last chance B feature. Competitor on the American Canadian Tour, now a part-time driver on the ACT circuit in 1991, having a solid run at the front. As he now has opened up a 2-car length advantage over Gary Johnson. And Bill Zardo and Mike Maeta run nose to tail in 3rd and 4th. Those 2 drivers looking to complete the final few laps and get themselves on into the main event. It's been a tough road to qualifying tonight. But Belisle, Johnson, Zardo, and Maeta are within shouting distance of the main now. Qualifier for the American Canadian Tour late models. Belisle and Johnson continue to run 1 and 2. Lap traffic beginning to come into play. Mike Maeta going back to the outside of Bill Zardo as they continue to contest the 3rd and 4th spots. Those 2 drivers have got themselves qualified positions, but they are battling for spots right now. Zardo inside of the 46, 18 Maeta on the outside as the laps wind down. 22 complete across the line. Dick Belisle pulling up on the lap car of Doug Stokes. He now has nearly a half straightaway in hand over Gary Johnson. Belisle, or rather Zardo, has turned back the challenge by Mike Maeta. Laps running out now as the leaders work their way into turn 3. Dick Belisle in the 35, content to ride the back bumper of the lap car, Doug Stokes. White flag is out. Final time around for Dick Belisle in the BMJ Chevrolet. He goes to the outside of the lap machine. The Newfoundland driver, Doug Stokes, will go a lap down as the checkered flag comes out. Dick Belisle, the last chance qualifier winner. Second spot goes to Gary Johnson. Bill Zardo Sr. is 3rd. Mike Maeta is 4th. Claude Leclerc comes up 1 spot short of the checkered flag in the number 5 position.
Looking for a start, green at turn 4. Side by side across the line, Butch Buzzell to the inside, Russ Johnson to his outside. They continue wheel to wheel on the backstretch. Doug Shores looks for room. He is momentarily boxed in, side by side racing from position 4 right on back. 3 wide out of turn 4 down the front stretch. They pack it back in. Doug Shores now up to challenge to the inside of Russ Johnson. The 2 Fords run 1 and 2. Butch Buzzell in the 15, Doug Shores in the 07. Shores now takes a look to the outside of Buzzell, tucks it back in. Side-by-side battle now for third. Spike Manitoul to the inside of the 19 of Russ Johnson to take over third. Danny Palmer on the move in the 93. Doug Shores, a nice move, takes over the point. Working lap number 3, Shores the new leader. Butch Buzzell back to second. Spike Manitoul to third. Danny Palmer up to fourth. Russ Johnson hanging on to that 5th place position as he is hung on the outside of the 03 now of Steve Howard. Steve Howard trying to take over that 5th place position, working beneath the 19 of Russ Johnson. Side-by-side battles continue right straight back through the pack. Ken McLeod looking for racing room now. He goes between cars. It's 3 wide momentarily, out of 2 down the backstretch. Russ Johnson losing some ground as he had to back out of it. Current point leader and 5-time feature winner Ken McLeod on the move in the number 6. Keep your eyes on the number 6 on the outside. Working now to the outside of the 03 of Steve Howard. McLeod has made a habit of winning in this new division, along with the 27 of Richard Bubba Pelton. They are the winningest drivers. Along with the 14 of Chris Rule. Rule has 3 feature wins. To his credit, the car has 5. 2 at the hands of Scott Mulkern. Scott Mulkern would have 2 feature wins for the number 14, Chris Rule, 3. McLeod up to the 3rd position now as he looks to find a way to challenge the 15 of Butch Buzzell. Side with Buzzell now as they battle for that 2nd place position. McLeod takes it over on the backstretch as they race to position 3. Side-by-side battle for that 4th place position. Spike Manitoul in the 89, Steve Howard in the 03. They go at it side-by-side, wheel-to-wheel, right straight back through the pack. Danny Palmer and Chris Rule, Dave Sprague, and Pelton. Pelton and Dave Babb boxed in, unable to advance from the middle of the pack. Chris Rule up to challenge Spike Manitoul now, trying to break into that top 5. Laps winding down. Flagman Eddie Walsh indicates it will be the halfway point. Spin by Manitoul. Halfway down the backstretch. 15 down, 15 to go. Tangle out of turn 4. Flat tire, left rear evidently flat on the 14 of Chris Rule. Unable to work it through turn 4. And a tough break for the young man who, along with Scott Mulkern, has put the number 14 in the winner's circle 5 times in the 1991 season. All clear from Flagman Eddie Walsh as the drivers work the backstretch at the halfway point of tonight's 30-lap feature event. Doug Shores and Ken McLeod bring the field down. Green is out. Doug Shores with a slight advantage as they cross the stripe down into turn 1. Shores with a lot of pressure from current point leader Ken McLeod. Caution flag right back out as we have a car stalled at the top of turn 4. Nice folks to do business with. So, number one's Automotive Parts and Accessories. You visit the folks in the Big A Auto Parts store. Right now, 15 laps down. Once again, Doug Shores, Ken McLeod bring him down. Looking for a start at turn 4. Green is up. Doug Shores once again, slight advantage across the stripe. They go side by side to turn 1 to turn 2. Side by side down the backstretch, still a slight advantage from the inside to Doug Shores. Doug Shores, perhaps the strongest performance thus far in the 91 season for the Ford Thunderbird. Now a strong run out of the 2-turn down the backstretch. Ken McLeod takes over the lead, working lap number 17. New leader is Ken McLeod. Doug Shores back to second. Bubba Pelton is third. Butch Buzzell to fourth. Battle for fifth finds Kevin Durgan in the number 7 to the inside. Dave Bath to his outside in the number 5. Pelton trying to find a way to challenge the 0-7 of Shores. Took a look to the outside, tucked it right back on the inside once again. Shores holds it on the rail. And that requires Pelton to look outside once again. But he no sooner looks outside and then tucks it right back in again. Meanwhile, putting distance on the field, Ken McLeod. Pelton in that outside groove, the inside groove being filled by Butch Buzzell. Buzzell trying to mount a challenge for the third place position now. Fifth place in the hands of Ken McLeod. Then comes Dave Sprague, Chris Rule, and Dave Bath. Positions 2 through 8 now, bumper to bumper. With Dave Bath now, the only car venturing into that outside groove. Laps winding down. They're working lap number 23 of this 30-lap feature event. Ken McLeod once again making it look easy for the number 6. Flagman Walsh indicates just 5 to go. Ken McLeod having it all his way. Second place still in the hands of Doug Shores as he has a lot of pressure from Bubba Pelton in the number 27. Pelton looks to the outside of the Shores 07 now. Pelton mounting a challenge for that second place position as he works to the outside of the 07. Shores not wanting to give up that second spot. Has just 3 more times around as Flagman Eddie Walsh indicates next time by it will be just 2 to go. The race is for second. Doug Shores to the inside. Richard Bubba Pelton working to his outside. They go at it wheel to wheel. White flag in the air, 1 lap to go. Comfortable lead by Ken McLeod. Doug Shores holding just a slim lead over Bubba Pelton in the 27. Oh, a spin by Shores halfway down the backstretch. Tough break for Doug Shores as he is trying to hang on to that second place position. Hard to tell just what happened. A spin by the 07, and that takes him out of that top contingent. Ken McLeod, he comes down to parade the colors. Ken McLeod will return the colors to flagman Eddie Walsh. We'll prepare to go trackside.
Thank you, Bruce. And on win number 6, welcome into victory lane, Ken McLeod. Ken, you make it look easy out there.
Well, I got a real good race car, and that sure helps.
Tonight it looked like the Fords may pick off the win, running 1 and 2 for a while, and you came up beside them and it kind of took them away. But how was it looking from your vantage point?
Yeah, Doug was running real strong. It was taking a while to get by him. I don't know, something let go for a second there, but it was a good race.
Well, I'd like you to meet Joel Sawyer from Big A Auto Parts, who has the 6th winning trophy for you to take away tonight. Joel?
Congratulations on Ken on behalf of Big A Auto Parts. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, once again, a nice round of applause at win number 6 for Ken McLeod.
Ladies and gentlemen, the officials assigned for tonight's Big A Auto Parts 150 by the American Canadian Tour. The Chief Steward, Mr. Francis Wilder. The Chief Technical Inspector, Stan Meserve. The Chief Scorer of the American Canadian Tour, Dr. Gordon Nielsen. The Vice President and General Manager of ACT, Darla Hart. The Marketing Director, John Casey. Media Director, Marjorie Parker. The Statistician, David Paris. Director of Public Relations, Diane Meserve. The Operations Director, Steve Melendi, and the Director of the American Canadian Tour GM Motorsport National Stock Car Series, Mr. Tom Curley. Canadian Tour pace car now in control of the field as they come out of turn 4. Chief starter John Hulbert on the flag stair. Gives them the indicator. One more pace lap underway. They'll pick up the pace now, get some hot laps under their belts to get some heat worked into these Goodyear Eagle Racing tires. Bring the motors up to final racing temperature, then we should be set to go. Field is set in turn number 3. The Big A Auto Parts 150 down to the line and underway. Point. Noel in the number 6, your early leader, right behind the 75 of Beaver Dragon. Harmon Beaver Dragon down to the inside of Robbie Thompson, has the number 2 spot. Right behind him, the 00, Roger LaPearl. Thompson, the outside pole sitter, hung out to dry in the high groove as he drops all the way back to 4th. Now here comes Bobby Harrison. Harrison, the 37 to the inside. Thompson shuts him down and holds 4th. The 37, Harrison, shows in 5th. 6th is the 0, John Greedy, but up on the outside, here comes Joe Bowser. Bowser on the move early. On the outside in the number 28 machine. Bowser taking over the number 6 position. Field double file all the way back from 6th place to the tail end of the field. Bowser takes over 6th. Right behind him, the 33 of Mike Johnson. As John Greedy begins to give way on the inside line. Johnson takes over 7th. Next in line, the 2 of Glenn Cusack. Tangle in turn number 3, or 2 rather, the 46 Phil Zardo, Don Forte and Dick Belisle as we go under yellow. Caution flag on the Speedway. Pace car is coming in and we're set to go racing. Noel on the inside, Dragon on the outside. Then Roger LaPearl and Robbie Thompson, here they come down to the line. Green flag is out. Side by side, drag race, one car over the top of two, the 24, Steve Knowlton. He's right back underway. Knowlton has the car back under power. Field stays green on the front chute. Beaver Dragon with a nose out in front has the lead now. Dragon in the 75, getting all he wants from the rookie. Danny Knoll Jr. pulls away on the back chute. What a night for the rookie as Danny Knoll holds off the two-time champion. Dragon gets it back in line in second. Side-by-side battle for third. The 00, Roger LaPerle. Robbie Thompson in the 09, right behind Bob Harrison. And Paul Johnson, Joe Bowser, and Glenn Cusack. As the rookie Danny Knoll begins to draw away from the field now. Knoll with 5 car lengths in hand as he pulls away from Beaver Dragon. Steve Knowlton showing some smoke off the left rear corner of the Roby construction machine. Knowlton fighting to stay on the lead lap as he is about a straightaway ahead of the leaders right now. Mike Johnson on the outside in the 33, trying to gain ground on Bob Harrison. Harrison in the 37, the 5th place automobile. The 33 of Johnson is 6th, right behind them, Glenn Cusack. Tangle on the back straightaway, John Greedy going around, 5 cars involved, Jeff Stevens, Dan Beatty, Don Forte, here come the leaders. Everybody backs it down on the back chute. Ralph Nason torn up in the front end of car number 10. Buzzy Bazanson in the 66, Dan Beatty facing backwards along with Don Forte. Here comes Steve Knowlton. Right behind him, Jim Burns, Dan Beatty, and John Grady. So with 18 laps in the record book, pit road has become a busy spot. It appears to be cosmetic work at the very least on most of these cars. John Grady's team examining the right rear corner. Steve Knowlton's crew looking under the rear end of the Carlton Roby machine. Ready to rejoin at the 0. Dan Beatty's 53 will rejoin shortly. Row 2 to Roger LaPerle and Robbie Thompson, then Harrison and Johnson. Here they come. Green is out. And once again, Danny Knoll has the advantage on the inside. The rookie drives away again on the back straightaway. Tangle again in turn 2 as 2 cars get into it. And the yellow coming right back out again. Set to go racing. Here they come out of 4. Green flag back out of their way in turn 1. Danny Knoll in the 6 one more time, pulls away from Beaver Dragon. Dragon has 2nd. The 00, LaPerle is 3rd. Then Bob Harrison, Robbie Thompson are on the outside, Mike Johnson in the 33. Mike Johnson trying to work the outside of the Robbie Thompson machine. Can't do it on the back chute as Thompson pulls under for the number 5 spot. Right behind him, Glenn Cusack in the 2. The 28, Joe Bowser. And the 36 of Paul Johnson. Danny Knoll once again pulling away at the front of the field. Side-by-side battle going on for the number 6 spot is on the outside. Mike Johnson goes to battle with with Glenn Cusack. Cusack down low in the 2, Johnson up high in the 33. And Joe Bowser and Paul Johnson as the Beech Ridge Warriors go at it. Good battle side by side all the way around this racetrack. Cusack on the inside. Mike Johnson on the outside. Then Bowser and Paul Johnson right behind them, Randy McDonald. Danny Knoll Jr. walking away from the field as we'll put 35 laps in the book this time. Cusack on the inside now gets the advantage and takes over 6th place. Right behind him, the 28 of Joe Bowser. As Mike Johnson, who's been on the outside lane all night long, now finds the going tough up high. Bowser moves underneath on the back straightaway. Right behind him, the 0-1 of Randy McDonald, and now Dave Dion begins to enter the picture. Dion in the Berlin City Ford, moving to the inside of Paul Johnson. McDonald in the 0-1, going down low, takes over the number 8 position as Mike Johnson trapped up high in the high groove, can't make ground. Dion now goes underneath him. Right behind the 1X Brad Layton and Robbie Crouch in the 48 machine. Derek Lynch sideways in 2, goes around, field scatters, and we've got yellow. Remain on pit road. They're going to have to hustle it as the field is coming down for green. Sardo is away. Looks like Lynch is going to lose a lap as the green flag is out. Danny Knoll again is away with the lead. Trouble on the back chute. As the lap cars come off pit road right in the face of the field. Dion in the Ford Thunderbird brings it in for service. He also has some damage on the left front corner. Pace car is in. They're ready to try it again with 45 complete. One more time. Danny Knoll and Beaver Dragon lead them down to the stripe for green. And again, it's Danny Knoll driving away. One more time, the rookie shows his tail to the field. Beaver Dragon back in line. Second, third is Roger Leperle. Look out, they're all over the place. Major pileup as I believe Gary Johnson dropped fluid on the racetrack. The leaders are all piled up in turn 4. What a heartbreaker for young Danny Knoll as the front end is absolutely smashed on the number 6 machine. Now Bobby Harrison's number 37 all torn apart. He is up on the hook and that'll be the end of the night. That's a tough break for Harrison. Well, Robbie Thompson apparently did not make it through that incident unscathed. He was one of the cars to spin at the top of the racetrack and then jump back in line, so Thompson will have to go to the tail. And that makes Joe Bowser the number 1 man right now in car number 28. Pace car is coming in. They'll try it again out of turn 4. Joe Bowser and Kevin LePage, Robbie Crouch and John Paul Cabana. Here they go. Out of turn 4, looking for a start. They've got a green, and LePage has it. In 56 laps, Kevin LePage has come from last to first on the field. Bowser drops back to second. 5A Cabana, rim riding on the outside is third, then Robbie Crouch and Mike Mayetta. John Paul Cabana, the 5A, moves up to the number 2 spot. Right behind him, Mike Mayetta. Bowser with a tap from behind for Mayetta, who gathers it up. Mayetta now third, right behind Robbie Crouch. Crouch on the high side, going for the number 4 position. Joe Bowser struggling down in the inside lane, dropping back. Crouch now 4th. Bowser 5th. Mike Johnson, the 33, is 6th. Then Bobby Randall and Pete Rondo. Outside of the racetrack, it's Robbie Crouch in the 48. The Tampa Tornado going high on Mike Mayetta. Crouch now has the number 3 position. Crouch started 21st on the field. He now is number 3 as Jeff Stevens has looped it in turn 4. Stevens is back underway and we stay green. Kevin LePage in the Ford Thunderbird at the front, looking for his 3rd victory of the 1991 season. John Paul Cabana right on his back bumper in 2nd. 3rd now is Crouch. Mike Mayetta 4th. Then 8 car lengths back to Joe Bowser, who's got his hands full of Pete Rondo. Rondo in the 85 going to the outside. Then the 33 of Mike Johnson. Glenn Cusack in the 2 and Bobby Randall. Kevin LePage leads the 4-car break out of turn 4. LePage, Cabana, Crouch, and Mayetta. Pete Rondo now breaks into the number 5 spot as Joe Bowser continues to struggle downstairs in the 28. Up on the outside now Glenn Cusack in the Cherry Coke car. Cusack looking for the number 6 position in turn 4. 6-car shuffle as they hit the back straightaway. Joe Bowser trying to hold them off in the 28 machine. Then Cusack, Mike Johnson, Robbie Thompson, and Bobby Randall. Keep an eye on the 09 machine. Thompson has come all the way from the back. We got a spin in turn 4. The 35 of Dick Belisle has come to a stop. Belisle is back underway. Field stays green. Here comes Mike Mayetta with a look to the outside of Robbie Crouch now. The left car of Jeff Stevens coming into play. Mayetta trying to crack Crouch on the inside. Down the backstretch they fly. Mayetta now going up on Cabana. Mike Mayetta trying to use the left car as the block and go all the way to the number 2 spot. LePage to the high side of Jeffrey Stevens. Cabana 5A, 18 Mayetta, 48 Robbie Crouch, Mike Mayetta now the number 2 automobile. Some great moves in traffic by the former Beech Ridge champion Mike Mayetta as he goes from 4th to 2nd on the outside. Robbie Crouch now pins Cabana behind the slower car and Crouch takes over 3rd. The 5A drop kicked back to the 4th spot. And the man on the move is Pete Rondo. Rondo in the 85 beginning to close in now. The 4-car lead draft is about to become a 5-man affair as Rondo in the Beech hardware machine coming out of the back of the pack. 6th spot now belongs to Glenn Cusack. Bobby Randall is 7th. Joe Bowser is 8th. Mike Johnson is 9th. Robbie Thompson back in the top 10. Keep an eye on the 09 of Thompson. He has come all the way from the back. Junior Hanley is on pit road. Hanley pitting with problems on the right front corner. He goes a lap down. So Hanley, whose Achilles heel has been the short track, now as Mayetta takes the lead on the back chute. Mike Mayetta drives around Kevin LePage. Traps LePage behind the slower car. We're halfway done and Mike Mayetta is your new leader. LePage now 2nd. Robbie Crouch is 3rd. 4th is the 5A of Cabana. Rondo now 5th, and here comes Bobby Randall. this affair. Mayetta pulling away with the lead. LePage and Crouch second and third. Then Cabana, Rondo, and Randall. Top 6 positions currently held by the Beech Ridge Motor Speedway drivers. As Mike Mayetta beginning to pull away on the back straightaway. The 18 is your leader. LePage is second. He's got a rear view mirror full of Robbie Crouch. Crouch in the 48, working him hard for the number 2 spot. 4th spot is Pete Rondo. 5th, the 91 of Bobby Randall as they work around Jeff Stevens. And 6th is Cabana in the 5A. 7th, Glenn Cusack. Robbie Thompson, the 09, now is up to 8th and still closing ground. 9th spot is Dave Dion. Paul Johnson is 10th. In 11th right now is Brad Layton. Joe Bowser all the way back to 12th. Mike Johnson is 13th. 14th is Dan Beatty. Beaver Dragon is 15th. Bobby Randall now on the march in the Cates Car Connection machine. Randall, the 91, the 4th place automobile, beginning to close in on Robbie Crouch. Mike Mayetta setting sail at the front of the field. The Mayetta construction machine with 20 car lengths in hand over Kevin LePage. Crouch is 3rd, but the fastest car on the racetrack may be Bobby Randall. The 91 beginning to close in on Crouch for the number 3 position now. Pete Rondo continues to show in 5th. Cabana is 6th. Glenn Cusack 7th. 8th is Robbie Thompson. Dave Dion is 9th. 10th is Brad Layton. Layton in the 1X beginning to show some strength now as he's picked up 3 spots in the last 7 laps. On the outside, Bobby Randall wants the number 3 spot. He's got it at the line. Randall on the high side, does away with Robbie Crouch. Goes after Kevin LePage on the back straightaway. Randall going for 2nd now. LePage trying to hold him off. Randall rampages up the outside. 21 LePage, 91 Randall, side by side. It's Bobby Randall now 2nd. As the Beech Ridge regulars now run 1 and 2. Mike Mayetta, Bobby Randall. Right on Rondo's back bumper is Jean-Paul Cabana, the number 6 automobile. 7th is Robbie Thompson. Glenn Cusack is 8th. Brad Layton is 9th as we've got yellow. Dan Beatty is over the top in turn 3. Crossing over for a restart. 94 laps complete. 56 remaining in the Big A Auto Parts 150. Here they come out of 4. Mike Mayetta gets the big jump and the green flag. But Randall comes right back at him. Randall drifting high in turn 1 opens the door for Kevin LePage. It's do or die now for Bobby Randall. It's the 91 and it's hung up on the outside. LePage down low, fighting for 2nd. Randall on the outside, either goes to the lead or goes all the way to 3rd. Mike Mayetta down the back chute, your leader. Randall climbing up the outside, going for it. Slips high in turn 3. LePage back underneath him. Right behind them, Pete Rondo and Robbie Crouch going to war. Rondo down on the inside will pick up the 4th spot in the 85. Great racing at the front of the pack as Kevin LePage back underneath Randall for the number 2 position. Mike Mayetta in the 18, the 21 of Kevin LePage. 91 Bobby Randall, all 3 cars under a blanket at the front. Rondo and Crouch side by side in 4th and 5th. 6th is Kamada. Thompson is 7th. Then Leighton, Cusack, and Paul Johnson. But the battle continues at the front of the field. Mike Mayetta, Kevin LePage, Bobby Randall. Inches apart on the back straightaway as Randall now comes for it. Randall on the outside with a burst of horsepower. Down to the line they come. It's Randall, your new leader. Bobby Randall in the 91 takes it over. On the 101st lap, Randall takes over the lead. Mike Mayetta back now to 2nd. LePage is 3rd. Pete Rondo 4th. And here comes Cabana. Cabana in the 5A takes over the number 5 position as they've got Robbie Crouch hung up on the outside. Battles all over this racetrack as now the Tampa Tornado fighting for his life in the outside lane. John Paul Cabana down low, the 5A with a nose in front for 5th. Right behind him is Robbie Thompson. Thompson continues to fight his way from the back of the pack. The 85 of Rondo in 4th. Yellow flag is out. We've got a tangle. Tangle in turn number 3. Bill Zardo, Derek Lynch, Jeff Stevens in it. Dion off the track brings it right back on. Paul Johnson as well. Field goes under yellow for a multi-car spin in turn 3. Looks like everybody's going to come away with no damage. Running very strong races tonight. The youngsters appear to be biding their time as we've still got 40 laps to go. Pace car is in. Here they come out of 4, looking for the green. They've got it. Randall on the inside, Mayetta on the outside. Nose to nose out of 2. Randall by a couple of feet, the leader as they hit turn 3. LePage down to the inside, looking to move back to 2nd. Now Mike Mayetta is the man hung up on the outside as LePage slides under for the number 2 spot. LePage in the Ford on the inside. Mayetta in the Pontiac up on the outside. Then Jean Paul Cabana, Robbie Crouch, and Pete Rondo. Randall drifts it high out of 2 year later. LePage and Mayetta continue to go nose to nose. Door handle to door handle out of turn number 4. It's LePage on the inside with a nose up for 2nd. Mike Mayetta letting it all hang out on the outside. He fights his way back up. Tremendous racing for 2nd and 3rd. They bump. Everybody gets out of it. Mayetta spins. Look out! Field piling in. Mayetta gets it under control. Yellow flag out. Pete Rondo is into the tires in 4. Mayetta back underway. LePage and Mayetta letting it all hang out, and Kevin LePage got sideways in 3, bumped Mayetta, and the big loser is going to be Pete Rondo. Cabana looking for his 499th career victory here tonight at the Beech Ridge Motor Speedway. And we'll see if the wily old veteran from Sherrington, Quebec has saved a little something for showtime. Cabana, the master of the restart head game on the outside. We'll see what he can do. Here they come. Randall and Cabana down to the line, and they've got a green. Randall sideways out of 4. Cabana looking to challenge up high. Randall by half a car length has it, but Cabana will not give it up on the outside. The 5A trying to hang on, can't do it. Randall is your leader at the line. LePage follows him through for second. Crouch right behind for third as Cabana now is hung up in no man's land. The 09, Robbie Thompson, up to the number 5 position. Will look to challenge Cabana now. Thompson has come all the way from the back as the Jerry's Truck Service machine on a rail on the inside can't get underneath Cabana as the 5A tries to shut the door in turn 4. Thompson fights his way underneath again. Bobby Randall is beginning to pull away. The 91 with 5 car lengths in hand over Kevin LePage. LePage is second, Crouch is third, then Cabana and Thompson. The 72, Hanley, is 2 laps down to the field. Hanley in the running just for points tonight as he is 2 laps down. 6th place automobile is Glenn Cusack in the 2. 7th is Danny Knoll Jr. 8th and challenging on the outside is Dave Dion. Beaver Dragon is 9th, and on the outside 10th it's Brad Layton in the 1X. Dave Dion in the Berlin City Continental Paving Machine trying to get the job done on the outside. Less than 25 laps remaining, and Bob Randall may be set to pull it off tonight. Randall just waltzing away from the field now as Kevin LePage being attacked by Robbie Crouch for the number 2 spot. The battle appears to be for second, third, and fourth as Bob Randall shows his tail to the field on the backstretch. Robbie Thompson is down to the inside of Cabana. Thompson now looking for 4th place. What a night for the youngster from Owen Sound, Ontario. Robbie Thompson now the number 4 automobile. Right behind is Glenn Cusack as he'll look to take 5th place. Cabana once again forced to run the high line, and he is giving ground in turn 3 and 4. Cusack moves underneath to take over 5th. Right behind him is Danny Knoll. Knoll, who led things in the early going only to have it stolen away, now is back and on the charge in turn number 4. Knoll fights his way to the inside of Cabana. Danny Knoll fighting back in car number 6 goes to the inside line. Danny Knoll, the number 6, now goes to the number 6 position as Cabana is going backwards. The 5A losing ground up high as Knoll works underneath. Dave Dion waiting in the wings to follow it through. Then Beaver Dragon and Paul Johnson. Laps remain for Bobby Randall, who now has a full straightaway lead in the 91. Only a mechanical failure or a caution flag can stop him now. Randall way out in front of the pack. LePage, the 21, runs in second. Right behind him, the 48 Crouch, and keep an eye on the 09. Robbie Thompson now gaining ground on Crouch for 3rd place. Glenn Cusack is 5th. Danny Knoll is 6th. Dion is 7th. Cabana is 8th. Paul Johnson on the outside, 9th. 10th spot to Beaver Dragon. Bobby Randall just 13 laps away from the biggest win of his racing career on his home track. looking to upset the traveling ACT regulars. Randall way out in front of the field. Robbie Thompson to the inside of Crouch wants third place. The youngster from Owen Sound, Ontario, flexing some muscle in turn 3 and 4, trouble in turn 2. Dick Belisle in the 35 is involved again. Crouch takes second away from LePage on the restart. Crouch in the 48, jumps LePage and gets the number 2 spot. LePage in the 21 is third. Glenn Cusack now has fourth. Cusack to the inside of Robbie Thompson goes to fourth. Thompson now is fifth. 5 laps to go for Bobby Randall. The only car near is Junior Hanley, who is 2 laps down. 5 to go for Bobby Randall. Crouch and LePage go second and third. Robbie Thompson fighting back to the inside of Glenn Cusack. Thompson down low as they go 3 wide down the front straightaway. Thompson and Cusack split the lap car of Joe Bowser. Great racing for fourth place. 3 to go. 3 to go for Bobby Randall. LePage looking high on Robbie Crouch for second. The popsicle sticks are up. 2 now for Bobby Randall. The 91 can almost block it home from here. Bobby Randall trying to pull it off for the hometown drivers. White flag is out. 1/3 mile away. Final time down the back straightaway. Everyone said it was a matter of time, and the clock has struck midnight. Bobby Randall across the line is your winner. Second is Crouch. Cusack spinning on the front chute, gathers it up. Walk out, everybody's in it. Dragon, Dion, Cabana looping on the front chute. But ladies and gentlemen, it's finally come apart, and Bobby Randall has gotten it done in the 91 machine. Randall, your winner.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bobby Randall got to be one of the greatest wins of his outstanding late model sportsman career. We will be going trackside in just a few moments to hear from the winner of tonight's American Canadian Tour Big A Auto Parts 150, 4-time defending track champion Bob Randall out of Sanford, Maine. As always, ladies and gentlemen, if you'd like to stay about after the races, the main gate will be opened up and you'll have the opportunity to meet some of the drivers and look the cars over up close. Right now, we're going to go trackside once again to Dave Moody.
Well, Bruce, as you can well imagine, it's a pretty happy spot down here in Victory Lane. As Bobby Randall has gone down. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, let him hear it. Yes, sir. I'm going to stay out of the way for a minute. I don't want to get trapped in one of these bear hug deals. Robert? Mike, we chat for a moment here. I don't blame you if you bring that with you. Congratulations. That was one hell of a drive.
You know, I don't know we could do it. They asked me tonight, they said, you really think a Beech can win this thing? And I said, yeah, I do. I said, we're going to do it tonight. We didn't have very good luck qualifying. We started back, but, you know, it's a good bunch of guys, and everybody gives racing room. And, you know, yeah, we changed the springs today for the first time at the front end. And, geez, you know, you know, I got to thank Kate's Car Connection, first off, who bought the race team. If it wasn't for him, we wouldn't even be here.
I'll tell you, though, they didn't hand it to you. Crouch gave you a run. Mike Mayetta gave you a great run. LePage was there. Nobody walked away with this one until the very end when you just put them all in the rearview mirror.
All I can say is I can't believe it. I've never won a 100-lap or longer race in my career, and that's about time.
I've never seen you quite this speechless. Ladies and gentlemen, let him hear it. I think it's going to be party time in Sanford tonight. Bobby Randall, 91-year winner. All right, let's get our number 2 man here, Robbie Crouch in the 48. Robert, congratulations. Wild show tonight. I think everybody ought to get a trophy for finishing, much less for finishing second. Good show.
I just like to say, if Bobby wants to party tonight, we're willing to stay here and help him.
Yeah, I don't blame you. I think he ought to be buying, too. It was a good show, but I'll tell you, at the end, he just walked away from everybody.
Well, he was a lot faster than I was, and I got more than I should have, really. I could run pretty good on the restarts, but as we go along, I'd get a pick up a push. So I did a lot better than I should have, so I should be, and I am, very happy with the finish.
Al will present the second place trophy for Big A Auto Parts.
Great job out there. It was a good race.
Well, thank you very much, and a special big thanks to Big A. I don't know what chunk of their money I got tonight, but I'm sure it's more than a little bit. Thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, a great run to second tonight. Robbie Crouch, the 48. Where's our third place man? Kevin, come on up here. Kevin LePage in the 21 gets third tonight. Kevin, congratulations. It was an up and down kind of night for you. Led the thing for a while, ran second, ran third. A good tough race though.
Well, I'll tell you, the LePage Motorsports Ford Thunderbird, I was kind of doubtful there at the beginning. I knew she was hot because she was on fire down here, but we were able to fix it, put her back in the race, and we were able to come back and finish third.
Congratulations. Good show tonight.
Thank you very much.
Kevin LePage, the 21, ladies and gentlemen, gets the number 3 trophy for Big A Auto Parts tonight. And I guarantee you there's going to be
Tremendous night for Bob Randall. Ladies and gentlemen, that brings to a close our race card for the evening. It's been a pleasure having you all with us. We hope you'll make it a habit to be right back here at Beech Ridge Motor Speedway each and every Saturday night as we bring you short track racing at its very best at one of the Northeast premier short tracks, the Beech Ridge Motor Speedway. Now, if you're headed home, we hope that you'll drive carefully. If you'd like to stay around for a bit, in just a few minutes the main gate will be opened up. Perhaps you'd like to go down and personally congratulate Bob Randall on his win. Get an opportunity to talk with some of these drivers and look over the cars up close. Remember, next Saturday night we'll be right back with a full race card plus the Joey Chitwood Thrill Show.